Let's see how to subtract polynomials, and let me start with examples 9x minus 3 minus 6x plus 2. So here we are subtracting 6x plus 2 from 9x minus 3. There are different ways to subtract polynomials, and I'm going to show all of them, and you can select whichever is easier for you. So here negative sign is like -1. So you're just multiplying -1 times 6x and then -1 times +2. So negative times negative is positive and negative times positive is negative. So here you're going to multiply the signs, negative times positive, which will be negative. Now, it may happen that sometimes it's very difficult or get very confusing to remember all this. So simple idea to apply is when there is a negative sign outside parentheses and you need to solve the parentheses, the sign changes. So positive 6x will become minus 6x and positive 2 will become -2. So now one way is to do it like horizontally. So you keep the term 9x minus 3 and you solve the parentheses here and bring it here. So -6x, you're going to write below 9x, -6x and -2. So 9x minus 6x will be 3x and -3 and -2 will be -5. Okay, and now let's look at a more little bit complex problem. 4x square plus 3x minus 9 and then minus 6x square minus 4x. Now here all these terms remains the same, so I'm going to rewrite them. 4x square plus 3x minus 9, and there is a negative sign here, so you can either do multiplication, negative times negative positive, or just change the sign. So negative 6x square will be positive 6x square and negative 4x will change to positive 4x. The next step is bringing the like terms together. So here we have 4x square and 6x square are like terms, so you can bring them together. 4x square plus 6x square. Then look for the other like terms, so 3x and 4x, and don't forget the sign which is attached to the term. So positive 3x plus 4x, and then here there is only one constant, -9, so we're going to put it here. And once you have like terms together, it's very easy. 4x square plus 10x square is 4x square plus 6x square is 10x square. So you're just adding the coefficient, the variable and the exponent remains the same. So 4 plus 6 is 10, and then you're just putting this variable and the exponent. Positive 3x plus 4x is positive 7x and -9. So let's look at some more examples so you can have a good practice at it. Oops. 5x cubed minus 2x square plus 2x minus 3, and you're going to subtract 3x square minus 2x plus 5. So here the first polynomial I'm going to write as it is, 5x cubed minus 2x square plus 2x minus 3, and here just change the sign. Positive 3x square will be negative 3x square, negative 2x will be positive 2x, and positive 5 will be -5. Isn't it easy? Now, instead of putting together like terms, we are going to skip one step and directly do the operation on this. So 5x cube. Do you see any other 5x cube here? No. So you're going to write 5x cube as it is. So 5x cube. Next one is -2 x square. So negative 2x square, and here we have negative 3x square. So that will be negative 2 and negative 3, which is negative 5x square. Then move to the next one, which is positive 2x and positive 2x. So that will be positive 4x. And then you have constant negative 3 and negative 5, which is negative 8. And once you practice this, it becomes easier. And this is in the descending order. This is the degree 3, 2, 1, and 0. So we are fine. We don't have to change anything. Let's practice a few more examples. 3x to the power 4 minus 2x plus 5, and then 6x to the fourth minus 2x squared plus 3. So here, first step, write the first polynomial as it is, 3x to the power 4 minus 2x plus 5. And then here, change the sign. Positive 6x to the power 4 will become negative. And then negative 2x squared will become positive 2x squared. And positive 3 will become negative 3. And then you put together the like terms. 3x to the power 4, negative 6x to the power 4, which will be negative 3x to the power 4. Then the next like terms is negative 2x, and we don't have any anywhere term with the variable x to the power 1. So we are going to write it as it is, negative 2x. Then we have positive 5 and negative 3, which is positive 2. And we are left with 2x squared. And now what we are going to do is we are going to write it in the very correct form, which is in the descending order, negative 3x to the power 4. We are going to bring 2x squared here, negative 2x plus 2. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. Now I'll show you one example when you can do it mentally also, and I'll take an easier one. But first let's practice. Okay. Oops. Now let's take 2x squared minus 2x plus 5, and then 3x squared minus 4x minus 5. Now here we are just going to directly write the answer. So this is a negative sign here. So here the sign will change. This positive 3x will become negative, negative 4x will become positive, and negative 5 will become positive 5. And plus 2x squared minus 3x squared will be negative 1x squared, which is negative x squared. Then negative 2x positive 4x will be positive 2x, and positive 5 and positive 5 will be positive 10. So let's see one more where you can solve it, without writing down all the steps. Let's take 3x squared minus 4x plus 2, and you're subtracting 2x squared minus 2x plus 3. So here you're solving the parentheses, so positive 2x square will be negative, this will be positive, this will be negative. So now 3x square negative 2x square will be x square, 1x square which is x square, negative 4x, positive 2x, negative 2x, positive 2, negative 3 is negative 1. So it's easy to solve it mentally also, like you don't have to go through all the steps, you can directly solve it, and this becomes easier once you practice, and it will be helpful for you when you're answering any competitive exam.